Hello, good morning everyone. It's me Judge and my proud friend. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Auliya Ruliani Putri Pambarep, a student from the English Edutalk study program Universitas Negeri Surabaya. Today, I feel very honored to be able to talk about something very close to my heart, namely the relationship between English literature and one of the world's major goals, namely the Sustainable Development Goals or SDGs. Specifically, I will talk about SDG 4, Quality Education. The title of my speech is The Pen, the Page, and the Path to Progress. How English literature combine quality education. When we hear about the SDGs, what often to mind are big things: infrastructure development, global policies, or billion of dollars in funding for climate change. All of that is important. But today, I want to talk about something simple, familiar, and something we can hold in our hand every day. A book. Yes, a book. Because the English literature story that have been around for hundreds of years. We can see how true education shapes people and society. Education is not just about data. True education is not just about memorizing facts and figures. Education is a journey of self-discovery, and saving freedom, and fighting injustice. Literacy books show us that education is a light that can guide us out of darkness. Let's look at some examples. 1. Jane Eyre Education, as read in Colette Brown novel Jane Eyre. The character Jane is an orphan who is treated badly. However, her passion for learning and acquiring knowledge enabled her to rise up and live independently. Even though she attended a harsh school, Jane continued to see education as a path to freedom. Jane's story reminds us that education is not a gift or privilege of slave view. Education is the right of a human being, and this is what SDG4 embraces. Ensure that everyone has access to fair and quality education. 2. To Kill a Mockingbird, Moral Education. The next stories come from Harper Lee, To Kill a Mockingbird. Here, we see a young character named Scott Fiennes who learns about justice, empathy, morality from her father, Atticus Fiennes. The education she received comes not only from textbook, but also from the life experience. She learned that true courage is defending what is right, even when the world is against it. This teaches us that true education is not only about literacy, but also about shaping conscience, empathy, and critical thinking skills. 3. 1984. The Danger of Miseducation. Now, let's look at George Orwell, novel 1984. Unlike the previous two stories, here we see the dark side of a world without free education. The government in this novel creates a knowledge no speak to control the mind of the people. By removing words, they also remove people's ability to think critically. This novel gives us a warning. When education is controlled, it can become a tool or oppressions, not freedom. Therefore, SDG4 is very important. It ensures that education is used to liberate people, not enslave them. relevant for us today, ladies and gentlemen. This literacy story that not just old tales. There are still relevant today. The message from Jane Eyre to Kill a Mockingbird in 1984 is that true education gives us freedom, teach us empathy, make us think critically, and protect us from injustice. That is essential to SDG 4. Education that's inclusive, equitable, and high quality for all. What can we do? For us, the struggle to achieve SDG 4 is not just about building school or training teachers, although that is important. It is also about fostering a love of reading, ensuring students to become familiar with literacy, or with literacy, training them to thinking critically, and allowing them to control life's value the story. As Ralph Waldo Emerson said, a mind once touched by a new idea can never go back to its original state. Literacy is the best tool for expanding the mind, teaching empathy, and broadening horizon. So, let us remember, true education is not just about being able to read words, but also about understanding the meaning behind them. By reading, reflecting, and learning from literature, we are stepping toward a more just, loving, and free future. That is the future promised by SDG 4, quality education. Thank you for attention, guys. See you. Goodbye.